Hey everybody, it's Felicia Stitzel with Vintage Vine Marketing, and today I wanted to show you some more messenger bots. So these ones are not ones that I have built, full disclaimer on that one. I wanted to actually share with you some messenger bots that I have subscribed to because these companies, it's diverse, so you can see a little bit of how different businesses or schools, academies, Facebook groups, stuff like that, how they are using messenger bots. So you can kind of see a little diversity between how you can use them and all the different applications for them. So I'm going to start with Groove Life because I love Groove Life. Me and my husband, we got the rings because we go diving a lot. So we wanted to get something that was a little less expensive losing if you got dropped in the ocean. So this one is super cool. So I just wanted to show you just from the beginning how it all works. So I'm going to click coupon and it's going to take me down here to the very bottom, and ta-da, look at that. They have sent me a new coupon code. So you can copy and paste it to take it over to the website. But if you did not want to go to the website, and you can see some of the other things. So this is kind of, it's creepy, but it's cool. So it's a cool creepy. Not only, and scroll right up to the beginning of this again. So this bot is actually pretty cool because it asks a bunch of just random questions. And these questions are things that help keep your client, your customer, your audience engaged. So they say really random stuff like, do British accents help sell like hotcakes? Maybe. Yes. Let's see what it does after it says yes. It's like, cool, we think so too. Here we go. They have a video of somebody talking about in an English accent or a British accent. So we're going to go back up here. So that is a way that you can use messenger bots to help engage with people. And then you take that just random snippet. I mean, this GIF who's saying Cheerio quite annoyingly over and over again. So now you can see, hey, military, what's our option of that? Now I'm a veteran and my husband's still active duty. So obviously I'm going to say I love them. So awesome. So do they. They want to say that they are going to be raising money for a big weekend sale and they're going to be sending their profits to military sources. That's awesome. But as you can see, what brought this to mind was that I got this morning. It says, do you have an Apple Watch? Well, no, I don't. So I said, nope. And he said, oh, well, to be honest, neither do we up until recently. And then, oh, look at that. If you do have an Apple Watch, or if you're looking at getting an Apple Watch, here, we have some wristbands for you that you can get at 40% off here. If you just want to check them out, look at that. It takes you right back over to their website. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to help. Not only are you collecting information, like I love the military, I don't have an Apple Watch, and I like discounts. These are 3 things that this bot and in turn this company has collected about me. Now I'm going to show you another one for a training academy that I'm a part of. It's a Facebook group, and the Facebook group is the Training Academy. And in order to get into this group, you have to go through and answer a series of questions. And so you have to go in, you have to click get started, and it says, awesome. So we want to have you part of the Ninja family. Are you ready? And it's like, yes, let's do it. Now, in a bot, it's really important to always give your customer a way out because you don't want to inundate them. You don't want to annoy them. You just want to continue giving them quality content. So this is kind of your customer's way out, that if they don't want to talk to you guys anymore, which I couldn't see why they wouldn't want to talk to you wonderful wineries, this is the way that they kind of have that. It's like they have a control over the conversation while not actually having it. So I said, click it. Yes, let's do it. So they ask, as your roadblock for my agency, it's like, what's your number one? So then they go through, they ask you your email. Very important. The reason why I wanted to show you this was because in the other bot, it didn't ask me what my email was because I signed up with my email. So this one asks you specifically what your email is. The reason why they ask you that is because they send me daily emails now. The daily emails have video links, they have resources, they have free books attached to them. All of these things are quality content for you. So that is why I wanted to show you this, because this is very important. Collecting information. And you can collect almost anything you want. Messenger bots, and these guys who are doing this as well, these guys are doing it through ManyChat. I really enjoy ManyChat. That's what I do. That's the program that I work with just because it's what I've been trained in, so it's easier for me. There's a lot of different platforms out there, so I can't speak knowledgeably on those ones, but ManyChat I got. But ManyChat, you can go through, you can ask them what their favorite wine is. You can ask them, or do they like red, white, rosé? You can ask them when their birthday is. You might want to wait till you're a little bit further along in the conversation before you ask them their birthday, but these are options that you can do. Email address, phone number, what's their favorite color. I mean, the information that you can collect and gather on messenger bots is pretty much endless. So then the last question in the messenger, or in the group, when you have to fill out all those questions, is they ask you what your password is. So that means that they are guaranteeing that you have gone through this bot, because they want to make sure that you have collected your password, which is right there, and you get to type in turtles. So then they say, hey, do you want something for free? It's the 5 deadly sins of chatbots. It's like, well, sure, I would love to have that. It's a free download. Then they give you the free download, and you can do this with applications for your, I can't even think of the word right now, your wine club membership. Sorry, I haven't had enough coffee yet. Let me fix that. So you can put in applications for your wine club membership. You can do downloadable coupons that you can put in here. There's ways that you can actually do coupons in messenger bots without ever having to actually design one, which is awesome. So there's a lot of things that you can attach videos, you can attach files. There's actually one that I have done for a tour company for wineries. And what I do is that every single tour has its own scan code. And the scan code introduces themselves and says, hey, we are going to be your virtual tour guide. So we are going to tell you what your itinerary is. We are going to give you a little history on the winery that you're going to in sequential order of where you're going. And then at the very end of it, it has a little area for the customer to write in their tasting notes. So now we have a way of collecting what their favorite wines are, what the wines were at each winery that they went to. Did they like the 2014 or the 2015 vintage? You know, those kinds of little tidbits of information. Then I turn around and I give those notes that I've collected back to the wineries that they are toured at. And that way, if they want to start doing programs like that, where they can send discounts to these people based on the vintages, or if they like reds versus whites, you know, they can build out all of these different campaigns based on the information that we've gathered in the bots. So really, really long explanation for that one, but I wanted to share that because the amount of information that you can gather and the uses that you can do to implement that are phenomenal. They're absolutely endless and phenomenal. And I just get so excited about this because it's way less difficult and troublesome being able to continue a conversation with somebody after you already know what they like, the things that they drink, their birthdays, and I mean, just all kinds of stuff. Anyways, so now I wanted to show you just another one of one that I just got after I watched a Facebook Live. So they said, here, join us live. It took me to one of their live videos that they did. So you can schedule it out moments before you go live on doing something or another, or moments before you have a big online sale going on, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It says, hey, are you doing research and stuff? Well, here, there's another ad or another video that I can go to. Hey, look at that. Man, crazy. And then it takes you, and all you have to do is click a button. And what's nice is for your customer is that because everything stays in Facebook, they feel a lot more confident because it's not spam coming in. A lot of the times, these different downloadable coupons, sometimes they send you off to a landing page, and now your customer is like, well, where am I? First I was on this winery's Facebook page, and now I'm on some random website, and they're afraid that their information is going to get stolen or misused, misdirected. It's a spam, whatever those human fears, those natural human fears are. When you keep it all within Messenger Bot, you're actually able to ease a lot of those fears. Your clientele is going to warm up to you a lot faster. You can get between your 7 and 75 touches. That is the recommended amount of times that you conversate with your customers before you ever ask them to buy anything from you. Just the ability to have a conversation without having to pay. Here's the kicker: without having to pay for one of your staff members to be monitoring your messages every hour of the day. Because trust me, I have done that. I have spent 18 hours a day monitoring comments, engagements, replying to messages. The list was endless. But that was how I spent 18 hours of my day. And so this is a way that you can actually have an engaging and meaningful conversation with your customers without having to pay somebody per hour to keep an eye on what conversations are coming up. And sorry, I'm getting so excited about this. And kicker, if there is an issue, if there's a question that your bot was not designed to answer, you can then have that notification sent over to the owner, the winemaker, your marketing manager, to a sales representative, whatever the case may be. You can send those questions off to them. They get a direct message saying, hey, somebody on this, had a question, you need to answer it, and you need to be replying to it. But now it's showing up on your owner's phone, on the winemaker's phone. It's showing up on your phone when there's an issue. So you don't have to be monitoring it all the time. It only pops up when there's a problem that your bot can't answer, which of course will depend on how much your bot designing needs to be, all inclusive, or if it just needs to be an overview or whatever the case may be. So the reason why I want to do this is because there have been questions about bots and what they look like. And because I haven't done a video on showing you bots, I wanted to take this opportunity to show you some of the bots that I have subscribed to, that I follow, because they are great sources of information. It gets to me quickly, and just like the live video that I jumped on today, if I didn't subscribe to this bot, I never would have known about that. I never would have had a good training today, because I don't monitor these Facebook groups day in and day out. I pop in when there's something important going on, but these guys have built a bot to tell me when something important is going on that I might be interested in. So I totally would have missed out on this one if they didn't send me a notification just minutes before they started their training. So I just wanted to show you two examples of endless possibilities of what you can do with messenger bots. And I would love to answer any questions that you guys have about them. There's a lot of them going on, and there are very few people who do it in the wine industry. Most of them are doing it for places just like this, for Groove Life, because this is a much easier bot to build out than it is for the wine industry. So I've had some special training on that one, just because it's a very unique industry that we're in. So I wanted to make sure that, the voice is done right. So this is awesome. Send me a message below. Go through the example that I'm going to be sharing on my own messenger bot that I will be sharing with you guys. That way, if you want to be able to kind of see what it's like as a consumer to go through it, that way you have an example. But if you have any questions, send me a message below. Love to hear from you guys if you have any questions. And I'll check in with you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in to this week's Wine Wednesday, the tips and tricks of the trade. I'll see you guys.